Welcome back everybody to Life Post Stroke. Glad to see you all here. This is going to be a little different kind of a video for you guys. Normally I would post videos like this on my Hayes Tech and ROM reviews because this is kind of tech, but since it's not tech that most of the viewers over on that channel are going to be into, I figured I'd post it here. Now also, this is going to try to give me a little bit of a chance to get some subscribers on this channel. So I just wanted to mention, early on that at the end of this video, I'm going to be announcing a giveaway. So, make sure you guys hang around until the end of this video, and there's going to be a giveaway. Now, it's not going to be on this video. I'm going to announce when I'm going to do it and what's going to be given away. So stick around to the end of the video to see that. My wife picked up a new sewing machine. She's really into making quilts, and for the quilts that she's made, yeah, you could do it all by hand, but my God, that would take forever. And I know for you traditionalists, yes, the only way to do it is by hand. For those of you that are like us and live in the modern world, no, we use a sewing machine. And my wife's, what was the old one you had? The one that we have on the floor here? Okay, she had a brother sewing machine that she used to do all of her other quilts with, and it actually worked great. So when we come back, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Singer Model 4411 sewing machine. See you when we come back. And as always, if you liked my video, don't forget to hit that like button and share my videos. It really helps me out. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, think about subscribing. And if you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. That way you get a notification of my videos as soon as I release them. Alright, well, we're back and we're going to go ahead and unbox this. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about some of the features of this sewing machine. It says 5-minute start, quick start, and it does have a stitch guide. And it has anytime support. It has a 25-year limited warranty and a 2-year unlimited warranty from Singer. You want to purchase a good sewing machine, you need to go somewhere where they sell sewing machines, and you got this at where? Joann Fabric. It is a custom place over, as a matter of fact, I have some B-roll of that I'm going to have to put in here. That'll go with all of it, yeah. Okay, show the camera what you picked. Padding. Show the camera the color you picked. Okay, that's what she went with. Okay, padding now. Or the batten. They actually sell stuff that we could actually make cushions for the couch. Right here, look at this. Nice thick padding. That's what you need to do to fix the couch right there. Okay, now it's time to pay, and I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off. Next time you will see her, she'll be cutting material and sewing stuff together. I am not going to even pretend like I know a lot about sewing machines, guys. I don't. My wife does, but she does not want to be in the video. So we're going to do this, I guess, we're ad-libbing it. So it says drop feed, top drop-in bobbin with clear view cover, 1,100 stitches per minute. I don't know, is that fast or not? I don't know. My wife says that is very fast. Heavy-duty metal frame with stainless steel bed plates. So most sewing machines that you get, they are 100% plastic with a metal base plate where the needle and that goes through. This has a metal frame. Now it might have some plastic on the outside. It has automatic 4-step buttonhole. It says no guesswork, just professional results. So, and again, guys, I'm not gonna even pretend like I know anything about sewing machines. So Kathy, would you hand me a knife so I can cut this and open it up? Actually, you're gonna open it. These are the accessories that you need, bobbins and stuff like that. I don't know anything about that. My wife knows all that. Yeah, again, we are talking about the Singer Heavy Duty 4411. This is a heavy duty sewing machine. This is not the ones that you purchase at Walmart. Not saying that they don't have good stuff, because they do. Our last sewing machine we purchased at Walmart, it lasted almost 15 years. What makes this sewing machine better than, say, a cheap one you buy at Walmart? Okay, well, we went over that it does have a metal frame. That really, and I will tell you guys, I know for a fact the metal frame makes a difference. The sewing machine that we have over there, her old one, I can pick it up with one hand, no problem. It probably weighs, what, 2.5 pounds, maybe 3 pounds? This one weighs, I'm gonna guess, yeah, it's heavy, about 14 or 15 pounds. 14 point what? Okay, 14.5 pounds. Since this goes 1,100 stitches per minute, and most of them are only 800 to 900 per minute, it does say that it will take a little bit to get used to. There's going to be a learning curve in this, so expect that, okay? Even if you come from another sewing machine, you're probably gonna, you're just gonna have to get used to that. Now, it does have a foot pedal, and this is made of metal. The one that came with her other one that we have on the floor here, it was plastic. This is metal. It's not plastic. This is plastic, but the base is metal. It should work out pretty good and last a while. So that's basically all you need. And it's got the threader or the bobbin thing here. And of course, this is where you would put your spool of thread if you were threading. You know, if you were using it, your spool of thread would go here. Actually, the small, it takes small little bobbin, small little thread spools here. But guys, again, I am not, I'm not a sewing machine person, so I don't know a lot about it. But my wife said, you know, this would probably be something you might want to put on your channel on Life Post-Stroke, because you guys know on this channel we talk about pretty much everything. So I'd flip it around and show you the other side, guys. But the only thing on the other side is the raise and lower knob. There is nothing, no controls, nothing on the back side. It does have a carrying handle. It comes with a little cloth cover that goes over top of it. So that's nice to see. The handle comes right up through there like that. Okay, this is what she uses to cut a long strip, or a couple long strips, out of just a piece of material. And what it is it's a die, basically. It's got razor blades built into it, so be careful when handling that. And now I want to show you guys this quickly. Now notice that she's folding this. Watch your hand once, sweetheart. Notice how far she's keeping that back from the edge. Show them, point your finger to the blade, where the blade's at. Right, there's the edge of the blade. Now she's keeping the folds back. That way when she cuts it, she's doing it on both ends. That way, when she cuts it, she's just going to get two very long strips. Now she's going to have a little bit of waste on this, but it's going to be worth it. You're going to have some waste. Now, yes, you could cut that singly using a roller cutter and a straight edge. You'd take forever to do it, and you'd have almost no waste. And what she does is she runs it through this thing. This tool is so cool. And it basically just applies pressure between those two plastic plates and the die, and it cuts the material. Now she can fold that to get about 7 or 8 folds. I've seen her cut up to 9 or more. Right now she's looking at about 4 folds, and it cut really nice when she's only getting about 4 folds out of it. You can see what it just did. And there you go. Notice how she lays everything out on the floor first. This is so she can get the tiles arranged the way she wants them. Okay, so each one of those little squares are 4 inches by 4 inches, which she cuts out of a giant sheet of material. Then she sews 4 little squares together. So she sews them all together then, and it forms like a 9-inch square. Then she takes all of those 9-inch squares. Notice there's a little piece of paper right there. That paper is marked, so she knows she doesn't get confused when she's sewing them all together which way is up. Okay? Now all those squares go together and form, and this is too wide of a shot, that it will form a quilt. She'll have to sew all these squares together now to form this big blanket, and then she'll sew that on top of like a real thin batting, and then there will be a solid piece of material for the back, and that solid piece of material will be one color, or she may even section it up, take solid colors and make like 3 different colors in a long stripe pattern, sew them together, and then sew all 3 layers together. So that's how you do it. And when she gets these sewed together, I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so now you're putting the padding on, right? You've got...
That's when you pin everything together.
Yep, you've got your basic size done. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. Okay. So she has the back solid color, the quilted front cover with a cushion between it. What she's doing is pinning all 3 together. Oh, update. This is her second sewing machine. We had to take the first one back because the bobbin tray, or the bobbin, I call it a bobbin tray. It's basically the frame that holds the bobbin in. The thread would keep sticking in it. And I mean, it was bad. She couldn't sew 3 or 4 squares and it would just stick right up. It was terrible as far as knotting goes. It would just, all the thread would knot up on it. And it looked bad. It was a real loud. This one here seems to be threading or running really, really smooth and quiet. This is quilt number what? 4? 5? Quilt number 5. She's really getting good at it. She's going to start making quilts and possibly even selling them. So if you all are interested in having a hand-stitched, homemade quilt, let me know. Let me know what colors you want, you know if there's anything special you want on it. Because if you are interested in purchasing a hand-sewn quilt, she will be making them and selling them. Right now she's doing all of her stitching. She has to go around each one of the squares to sew the front to the back. And she has a little, like a little cushion between the two pieces of material. That's that white strip you see. Let me zoom in on that real quick. Yep, keep doing what you're doing. That white strip is actually the insulation, what goes between the front and the back panel. And then when she's done, she will put a edging around the whole thing, so you won't see that. Okay, so she is going to make a new bobbin, and in order for you to sew, you have to have the bobbin, because that's what the needle picks up when it goes down inside the sewing machine. It picks up the thread from the bobbin, and through magic, through sewing machine magic, that's how you get your stuff sewed. My wife wanted me to say to every one of you out there that she is going to be giving away one of her quilts as a giveaway prize. So be looking for that. It's not going to be on this video. At least I don't think. More to come on that. But they're very nice quilts. I love them. Just to let you guys know, right now what she's doing is just squaring it up, and she's cutting off the excess so that she can put the edging on. And this is the final step to doing, and I'm getting in your way. Now, notice the stitching that she did. She went and did extra stitching in this one. Normally she just went around the square. This one, she put a lot of time into the stitching, and she did 3 stitches per side on each square. Now she could use scissors, but you're not going to get a very straight cut with scissors. So this little roller she's using basically has a razor on it. Then, when she gets this cut off, she'll take her edging, and that will wrap around this, which I'm going to show you. Alright, we are back. Kathy just got done cutting all of the strips that she's going to use for the edging of the quilt right here. How wide are they? They are 3 inches by about 2 feet long. You can make them however long you want. The shorter you make them, obviously, you're going to have seams in them. So if you don't want, seams, make them longer. But she went with a solid color. And now what are you going to do with these before you put them on? So you're going to sew it in one big, long, continuous strip. So she's going to make all of these into one big, long strip. So when she gets these sewed together, we'll be back. Okay, she's now sewing those little strips together. I figured I'd throw this in I mean, it's tedious, but it has to be done. Notice she changed the color of the thread. So what is that thing that you're putting on it? Is it like a tamper? Sorry about the heater in the background, but I don't think I'm going to put much audio in this anyways. This last part. What she's doing is she's sewing that on, and then when she goes the whole way around it, she'll flip it over and then sew it on the other side. So she's got the back side sewed on. Now she's flipped it around to the front. You want to make sure that your corner is folded over, and you want it to look as neat as you can. And that's what she did right now. This is pretty thick, so make sure your sewing machine can handle sewing through several layers of material. Now that little white thing you see, let me zoom in a little bit on the back of that. What is that white thing for on your sewing machine? It is a walking foot. It's supposed to help keep from your material bundling up, and it keeps it laying flat. And then of course, once she gets this side sewn down, it's done. Now notice she folded it under itself. She folded it over the front, and she folded the edge under itself. So it'll just have a nice, smooth, even edge on it. Now the reason she goes back and forth like that, that's to lock the stitch in. I've made the comment before, if your quilt looks perfect, then it looks like you went and bought it at the store, and that's not what I like in a quilt. I like a quilt that looks handmade. You know, I want a couple mistakes in it here and there. To me, as long as it is structurally sound, that's what I want. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, she's just going to go around the whole thing. And, you know, she's just going to sew the whole thing down, and I mean, that's it. You can see the finished product right there. See how it has to split the corner. And yeah, and I know you guys can't hear her because I have the mic on me, but she just said she is going very, very slow. You know, she doesn't want the stitch to walk off the trim that she's putting on because this is going to be seen. And she has no guides. Like normally, you at least have a little bit of a guide. You go off of the edge of the foot. You know, one like the inner edge of the foot or something like that. Now she's just basically eyeballing it and just trying to go off of the edge. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close this up, and I'll let you guys see it when she's done. It'll be about another 30 minutes or so. Well, everybody, there it is. Let me zoom all the way out here. I want to zoom in on it. Honey, who cares about it? I think it looks great. But there you can see. Hang on, let me get the whole thing. I'm going to zoom out and go ahead and flip it around so you can see the other side. Well, everybody, there it is. Basically what my wife goes through from start to finish, through picking out material, you know, trying to figure out in her head how she wants to design it, you know, as far as what her pattern wants to be, and, you know, the back, whether she wants to go with a solid back, one with a pattern on it. I showed you the material that she uses for the interior, you know, which gives it its warmth. Of course, you don't have to make one with that inner lining. You can just put an outer layer, you know, 2 outer layers if you want. The older quilts were all known to be just like that. But these are more like, you know, it's more of a warmer quilt. I can attest, because I have one that, you know, Kathy made, that keeps me very, very warm. This is her quilt number 6 now, right, Kathy? This is quilt number 6, and she got her first Singer sewing machine in November. And remember, we had to take it back because it had issues. Joann's is a very nice store in this area. If you all are interested in quilting and you live in the central Pennsylvania area, Joann's is an outstanding place to go. Yet no hassle returns. I can attest for that. When she took that first Singer back, they gave her no problems at all. I mean, they just said, bring it back. She didn't even have the box for it because we couldn't find it. She didn't keep it thinking that, you know, she'd have a problem with it, and they didn't even care. You know, just swapped it out. She got a box with the new one that she got, and I mean, it's an outstanding place. Now, the last thing I want to say before I close this video out, for those of you that watched it this far, we will be giving away a quilt. It's not going to be this one, but my wife is going to make a quilt, and she is going to give it away on the channel. I might actually open this quilt giveaway to both, you know, this channel, and I'm also thinking about having the contest go over to my Haystack and Rom Reviews channel as well. So any of you out there that would like to have a nice homemade quilt, keep watching. Look for that video to come out. I will make it short and sweet, and I'll post it on both Life Post Stroke and Haystack and Rom Reviews. And if you want to get in on that drawing, just, you know, like my normal videos, I'll give you more detail on that when we get there. So I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank Kathy for putting up with me and the cameras and all that, because believe me, I really slowed her up with all of my camera work. But that's all I have. Again, if you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, you know, think about subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell icon in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. That way you get notifications of my videos as soon as I release them. Thank you all again, and I will see you on the next one.